kickoff. The Villages Polo Field in the lovely Villages, Florida. Windy but warm day. Ready for the inaugural home game of a PDL season for the Villages SC. Villages SC 1-1 thus far on the season with 3 points after 2 games. Palm Beach Suns 0-2-2. They have 2 points, and they're at the bottom of the table after 4 games. They're all chasing FC Miami City, who sits at top of the table at 8 points, though they have 5 games played thus far this season. Villages SC will kick off in the first half, going left to right. Both these teams with a common opponent. Their last game each played against IMG Academy. The Villages going down to IMG, getting all 3 points. And Palm Beach losing at home to IMG. And we're underway. Renan Tricoli turns it over. Iago Lopez. John Lucchesi. Villages looks to be quite content being. It's an early warning there, and could have been a card for Igor Kuntz, who came in behind on De Oliveira. Excuse me, De Lima. De Lima gets himself back up. Now Pereira looks to switch the field now. Masson into Carlos Vitor. He's ridden off the ball. But the Villages still possess. Gias tries to find Voss. The assistant referee sees a touch there off of Paulo Voss. Be a throw in for the Suns. De Lima tries to thread a needle. It finds its way to Carlos Vitor. Some fancy footwork keeps it. Looking for some help. Finds Voss. Voss now dispossessed. They'll work it all the way back to Igor Lucchesi. In goal. The Suns' major issue this year, the inability to score goals through 4 games. Only 1 time have they found the back of the net. Luis Brazil comes back to receive. Both teams content to sort of possess the ball on their defensive side. They probe forward. Kuntz turns it over. Iago Lopez all the way back to Paulo Pizza, who gets a touch. De Lima. Masson. Inside Carlos Vitor. Back on to Masson. Iago Lopez. Danilo Gias wants to go alone. Now finds some help in Pereira. That ball's turned over. Turcoli. Pedro Gias wins that ball away. A little bit back and forth here. Oh, good move there. Touched on. Paolo Pizza comes out to win that. William Hoffner. Looking dangerous for a moment there for Palm Beach. Pereira flips one over the top. Masson steps in. Finds Carlos Vitor out wide. Vitor looks to cut in. On his right, chips over the top, looking for Paulo Vaz. Just over his head and into the waiting arms. Luchenski. Victor Santana. Hoffner. Oh, good give and go there. It's created an opportunity here. Way to come back and win that. Luchenski. Great ball. And a foul. No, not a foul. Certainly some contact there just around the top of the box. Diogo Pereira, like he was going to be in. Referee thought he went down a little too easy. Now that ball to the back post. Going out for a goal kick. A couple of opportunities here in rapid fire order for Diogo Pereira. Both have come of nothing. Hoffner in the middle looks for the big switch. He's got it. It's on. Masson works hard to recover there. He's fouled. Michael Schweitz whistled for the foul there. Paolo Pizza will handle this bit of business. Paulo Vaz comes, brings it down into the middle. Pedro Gias, Carlos Vitor, De Lima, Paulo Vaz offers chase, wins it. Diogo Pereira tries to lay off for Vaz, just a little too much. Argolo, Hafner. Hafner looks to touch on beyond, but it's cut out. Carlos Vitor receives it again. Pereira. Gias into Vaz now. Vaz to Carlos Vitor. Creates a little space. Now lays the ball through. Danilo with the cross. Great ball. Diogo Pereira. The header over the crossbar, but great attack down the wing. Beautifully swung in ball there by Danilo Gias. For the third time in this first half. Diogo Pereira looks dangerous. Perfectly weighted ball into the box. Lima takes a bit of a knock, but no whistle. The Suns will possess. Start from the back. Sierra. Velarde drives the ball down. And for a ball, it looked like it wasn't going to amount to much. It's on the feet of Jose Sierra. Goes out of play for a corner kick now. Opportunity for Palm Beach. In swinging corner kick. Driven to the back post. Two Suns there. The final touch came off of Pedro Diaz. Now from the other side of the field, Palm Beach with another opportunity. Paulo Pizza, strong in the air, snatches that one away from any immediate danger. He'll look to go long now. Sierra gives it away. Pereira, he's got Carlos Vitor on the run. There's a ball into his path. Vitor on the right foot, gives a couple of steps, can't create enough space. He lays back one time. Not a great effort by William Pereira. That ball was never close to goal. If you're a Villages fan, you gotta like the quick strike capability. That ball was turned over at the midfield line, and then one ball from Diogo Pereira onto the feet. Carlos Vitor created a scoring opportunity there. See if they can continue to do so. Masson now inside De Lima. De Lima's got runners. Oh, chip through the outside of the boot. Carlos Vitor just beaten to it by Lucensky. William Pereira. Pedro Diaz. Danilo. Lucchesi, excuse me. Now that ball whipped in on the left foot. That's going to fall. Oh, well tackled away. Carlos Vitor inches away from another opportunity there for the Villages SC. Instead, the Palm Beach Suns look to get it out of their end for the first time in a bit. Oh, that ball taken away. Jordan just bangs the ball long just to give his defense a chance to reset, as the ball's been in the Suns' half of the field for most of this first half thus far. De Lima, that ball deflects off him. And continues on into the attacking third. Ooh, Meg there. It's Renan Tricoli looking to create on his own. Carlos Vitor steps in, steals that away. De Lima now, a little space in front of him. He'll take it in a foot race. He's ridden off that ball. Bjornum again, that long switch. Oh, some miscommunication by the center back and the goalkeeper. Nico Belorde didn't locate his goalkeeper before heading it back there and created an opportunity there. Carlos Vitor, the shot on goal. Igor Luchenski is able to get enough of it, though, to keep it out of the net. Gias swings it in, but Bjornum clears it quickly. Gias, his cross goes out of play for a throw-in. He'll take it, looks to take it quickly, but decides otherwise. Vitor back to Danilo Gias. Back to Carlos Vitor, who tried to lay it off for Danilo Gias, but he had broken off of his run. Argolo into Kuntz. Now Belorde. Hafner has looked dangerous at times. Maybe he tries a little too much there, but gets some help from Luis Brazil to win it back. Schweitz to Belorde. Argolo. Some momentary possession now for the Suns, and there's Kuntz. Way too heavy ball. He had a streaking William Hafner. Had that ball when weighted properly, could have been a dangerous moment for Paulo Pita in goal. Instead, the Villagers look to work back in the other direction. Pedro Gias. Iago Lopez looks to switch it long. The wind just holds that up. Doesn't allow it to get across the field. Now De Lima pulls it down. The Villages with the best of the scoring opportunities thus far in the first half, but nothing to show for it as we are 0-0. De Lima now in the middle of the pitch. Off to Carlos Vitor. Pedro Gias finds safety in Iago Lopez. Lopez now. Lucchesi. Pereira. Masson. Inside to Voss. Now Gias. Oh, the flick on. And Pereira doesn't find its home. Now Palm Beach will look to work themselves out. Diogo Pereira able to win that ball. It's Igor Kuntz, who, remember, authored the big hit on De Lima early in the first half. And Diogo Pereira looks like he was ready to turn and create a counter opportunity there. Was tied up with his feet. I'm surprised that being the second egregious foul wasn't going to be a yellow card. William Pereira. De Lima right foot. Wants to go to the back post, but it's too heavy. Over the head of Paulo Vaz, and Diogo Pereira was not quite in a spot where he could threaten that ball. Argolo into the middle. Santana. Lorde. Now Schweitz. That ball played in. Lopez wins it, but only as far as Argolo. Now to Hoffner. Over to Argolo. Left foot. Paulo Pizza gets a bit of that. I think may have been wide of the frame, but as a goalkeeper, better safe than sorry. Another corner kick. To the back post. Instant replay of the first corner kick from this near side. Ball reaches two Suns players. And a header that goes off. Comes off of one of the Village's defenders. Now they'll try the corner from the other side. Good ball there. Casey heads it out momentarily. The Suns will go all the way backwards to reset. Bajornum with the left foot just goes long. Igor Kunz was well offsides and didn't even bother to turn to give chase. Now the Villagers will come back out left to right. Masson, oh, great turn by Carlos Vitor. Oh, good ball. Gias. Masson played the ball in the middle. Vaz goes down. Ball still rattling around in there. Archie Masson with a chance inside the box, but the ball just eludes him. Great combination passing there to get inside the 18-yard box. And again, the Village is close. Chasey beaten now. Palm Beach. Good recovery by Yago Lopez to give up a corner kick and not let that ball get to their frame. Renan Tricoli was forced to go alone there and created an opportunity that netted themselves a corner kick. Another outswinger here. That one's low and on the ground. Flicked. That's a goal kick. Igor Kunz the target. A play obviously that they work on while at the training grounds. Diogo Pereira heads it down. Danilo Gias to Pedro Gias for the flick. De Lima. As everybody in the building clamors for a handball there. Ball goes out of play for a throw instead. Vaz to Danilo Gias. First time, across the box. You got two players running onto it. William Pereira calls off Carlos Vitor. Still take a water break here. Though the breeze feels nice, I'm sure that the sun is working overtime on the players down on the pitch. So they'll give them a moment to hydrate. We use this break to sort of assess the happenings thus far the first half. I think that we'd all have to admit that the Villages SC have had the better of opportunities, better of possession. But the one stat line that matters the most is still even. That's balls that hit the back of the net. The referee blows a whistle to signal start of play once again here in the first half. It's still 0-0. After that shot on goal by William Pereira, will be a Palm Beach Suns goal kick. Luchensky, Igor Luchensky will take this. Plays long. Chasey gets the ball forward. Michael Swartz able to win that ball. And that ball to the middle. William Hoffner now looks to flick that ball into the middle. The first confrontation, ruled all ball there by the referee. But the second one, Paulo Vaz whistle for the foul. That'll be a free kick opportunity for Palm Beach. Paulo Vaz asking for a wall. William Hoffner. Nico Belorde. Each over the top of it. Hoffner on the right foot. Will take it. That ball well over the crossbar. Paulo Pizza will take this goal kick for Villages SC. Plays it long, Paulo Vaz. Looks to get a flick on, he does. Belorde steers that ball off the foot of what would have been an on-charging Carlos Vitor. Pedro Gias lays it off for De Lima. Into Vitor. Over to Paulo Vaz. Can he get it before it goes out of play? Yes, he can. Off the right foot, whips it in. Diogo Pereira had the ball come off of his arm. Referee whistling offsides for a ball that was clearly played backwards. I thought either way the ball may have caught Pereira's arm while attempting to win it in the box. Casey, the header. Now Danilo, Gias, back to Iago Lopez. Archie Masson. De Lima looks for the big switch. Danilo Gias out on the right. Settles underneath it. In a bit of a battle now, wins it back. Now Gias cuts in. Ball still in play. Saved by Hoffner. Hoffner now will move. Paulo Vaz shaking off. Hoffner again. Out wide, Tricoli. Now Tricoli's got Hoffner, but opts to go alone. Tries to lay it across the middle. It's cut out. Now Tricoli whistle for the foul. But some life shown by Palm Beach on the attacking end of the field. End to end action there. Got a substitution on the field. It's like Luis Brazil. Oh, excuse me, Jose Sierra may have come off the field for Palm Beach. For number 16, Jorge Alejandro. De Lima. Now a little bit of space, a little room. Spreads it to Pereira, who's got Masson. Now Pereira continues the overlap. Masson with the right foot swung in. Over Pereira. Paulo Vaz! But whistled offsides. No goal. Palm Beach restarts quickly. Masson. Diogo Pereira back to Masson. Hoffner can't get to it. Carlos Vitor. He's got Danilo Gias. De Lima. Carlos Vitor in tight quarters, keeps it. Iago Lopez decides to go the other direction. Masson into the middle. Pedro Gias. Into Vaz. Vaz ridden off of it. And there's a foul there. And they'll start it quickly. Now onto the foot of Hoffner. Gives it away. Danilo Gias with a nice trap and turn. Goalie. Left reaching. Now Villages back with it. Pereira, long switch. Danilo Gias. Pedro Gias. Now De Lima. Carlos Vitor asking for it on a long switch. Pereira. Now Massen's got a little bit of room in front of him. Now gets it to Vitor. Wants to cut it in off the right foot. Voss holds it up. Lays back. Pedro Gias. De Lima now in the middle. Pushes forward. He's got Danilo on the right. He gets it to him. Now a little bit give and go. That ball too far into the side. Bajornum gets it away for him just a moment. And now it's back on the right foot of Danilo Gias. Gias. Carlos Vitor. De Lima. Pereira. There's a miscommunication, but Carlos Vitor is there. Scoops it up, turns, keeps possession, finds De Lima, who now finds Diogo Pereira off the right foot. Shot and saved. And then kept out of the back of the net a second time by Igor Luchenski. Great ball movement around the top of the box. The killer ball played through by De Lima. On to Diogo Pereira, who's been very dangerous here in the first half. Pedro Gias. Paulo Voss with the header. Well served ball on the corner. De Lima. Oh. Lopana. Now out to Paulo Voss. That ball continues to run away from him, though. Hit a little too heavy. Paulo Voss gives the thumbs up. Likes the idea. Now in the middle. Argolo. Palm Beach. And just enjoy a little possession here to keep the ball out from around the 18-yard box. Luchenski. Argolo at the Bajornum. Now Alejandro, who's freshly checked into this game. Casey. Massen. Paulo Voss. That ball just creeps across the touch line there. Be a Palm Beach Suns throw. Belorde. Argolo. Diogo Pereira. Diogo Pereira receives a yellow card there for a reckless challenge. Nico Belorde. On the receiving end of that collision there by Diogo Pereira. Just nets him a knock, and then Pereira a yellow card. This is a shame, as Pereira has been the most dangerous player on the field. As far as goal scoring opportunities are concerned for the Villages, he'll have to watch a step through the rest of this match. Brazil. Out wide. Swerts. Hoffner looks to work the give and go, but it's cut out. Now that ball gets out to De Lima. It's one touch away from freeing Paulo Vaz, but instead it's Palm Beach. Paulo Pizza off his line. Hoffner off his left foot looks to swing it in. John-Luc Casey keeps that ball from getting through. Palm Beach with the quick corner. Headed out of play. Carlos Vito's got a lot of room in front of him if he could get turned. Outside of the right foot, great ball into Paulo Vaz, who's got the switch, plays it. William Pereira. Diogo Pereira on the overlap. De Lima now comes back to receive at the middle of the pitch. Looks to orchestrate this next attack. Leaves Brazil standing in the dust. De Lima outside of the right foot. Gias gets to it, saves it, lays it back. Vaz, tight angle there, was going to have to work some magic. Doesn't even get it on frame. But again, another positive attack by the Villages SC. Alejandro into Hoffner. Kuntz. Sanchez now. Michael Swartz. Played all the way back to Igor Luchensky. There's a long ball. Renan Tricoli, the target there. See, clears Danilo Gias. A little force there. His whistle for the foul. Village just waste no time in getting the ball back into play. Carlos Vitor comes back to get it. Hoffner now. He's got Tricoli with him. Hoffner. He's got more help. Ball lifted into the box. Paulo Pizza there. Victor Sanchez got forward for that latest attack. Ball again knocked down by the stiff breeze. Throw in here for the Villages. Paulo Vaz. De Lima. Oh, poor ball there, turned over. Hoffner. He's got Sanchez to his right. Sanchez streaking. With Casey. There's a couple different handballs there. Referee consulting with the AR. They get the whistle on the first. Nico Belore. The only one over top of this, so not much who's going to take this. It'll be a left-footed strike from distance. Never clears the wall. But Jornum to Sanchez, who's worked his way left now. Tries to chip into the box. Iago Lopez there for that. Now William Pereira. He's got some room in front of him. Paulo Vaz screaming for a Diogo Pereira. That ball just beyond his reach. I think a little frustration setting in here for the Villages SC. If they've had some great scoring opportunities. Instead now, William Hoffner. Oh, that ball threatened the net. Off of a Villages defender, but Paolo Pite, alert, able to get a hand on it to pop it out of the goal mouth. Hoffner, good touch by him. That ball swung in on the ground. Lopez, though, he's there. Only gets it as far as Kuntz for a moment. Kuntz whistle for the foul, or clattering into Archie Masson. Masson's still slow to get up. Get some help from his friends. May have taken a knock there. Still trying to work out whatever kind of knock it was he received there. Just a few minutes left here in this first half. He's left with the decision whether or not to sub him off now. Well, he'll have the entire halftime to try to work out that injury. The score at halftime, 0-0. We'll return for the second half of this first home game of the PDL season for the Villages SC, as the score 0-0 between the Villages SC and Palm Beach Suns. We'll be back for the start of the second half. Appreciate you watching. to start the second half here. Live from the Polo Grounds, Villages Polo Grounds, the lovely Villages, Florida. Breeze has subsided here, at least momentarily. Palm Beach kicks off. Start the second half. Some substitutions that will get you caught up on as they are relayed to us. Igor Kuntz tries to squeeze a ball through. That's cut out. Palavas looks to flick on to De Lima. For the Villages SC, Diogo Pereira has been replaced by Carlos Jr. Archie Masson, who looked like he was able to make a go of it here in the second half, is on the ground. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue on. It's like Kyle Nelson. Excuse me. Uzel Fernandez, I believe. Archie Masson, who had the issue right before the end of the half. Thought he'd be able to get it a go here in the second half. This is Kyle Nelson. William Pereira. Casey. Pedro Gias. It's the ball wide. Danilo Gias Vaz now holds up play. De Lima. Gias looks to switch. Carlos Vitor brings it down. Nelson gets his first touch. Strong run there, but ball given away. Oh, De Lima though, working hard to win it back. But Palm Beach comes out with it. Long ball played forward. Paulo Pita asking for his two center backs to get on the same page. There was some confusion there. That could have resulted in a scoring opportunity as Christopher Simonson has come on. He's replaced Luis Brazil. injuries here. Sort of slowed the play here of the second half, but Carlos Vitor now down here on the near side. Gets the ball into De Lima. De Lima spun off. That ball touches the referee. Hoffner gets the ball across. Hoffner wants it back. Alejandro Trocoli. Now Simonson. He's got some space. Ball out wide. Hoffner trying to flick it on through. Sanchez. Argolo. Shielded off the ball now, and Yago Lopez. Look at the ball advanced. Carlos Vitor. A bit of a foot race. Slows up. Evades Sanchez. Eyeballs a couple of other defenders. It's a stutter step and goes by. Keeps the ball in play. Leaving defenders in his wake. Now De Lima. Pereira tries to play it into Paulo Vaz. Paulo Vaz able to win it away. Tried to cut it back onto Carlos Vitor. Quite cavalier ball handling here on the touchline by Palm Beach. Now Carlos Vitor once again. Chips into Vaz. That ball won away just for a moment. De Lima, though, can't keep it. Simonson. Sanchez. Casey. Gias. Pedro Gias. De Lima. Good ball. Pereira, one touch. De Lima looking to play that ball into the middle of the box for Carlos Jr. But mistouched and goes out of play. Oh. William Pereira felt like he was fouled and goes down, and as players are known to do today, just go ahead and handle the ball, force the referee into a foul call, but instead this referee doesn't go for it and calls a handball instead. Pereira may have in fact just gotten a yellow card for his antics as well. Now the Palm Beach Suns with another free kick opportunity here. Ball played in. Hoffner on the left foot now. That ball still in the box. Cal Nelson relieves the pressure. Just plays it out. Palm Beach now. Alejandro. Some pace there. Yago Lopez equal to the task. Wins it away. Danilo Gias swept off his feet there, but the referee says play on. Gias. He's got Paulo Vaz out wide. Oh, like tried to play Gias through. Vaz beats player down to the end line. Ball crossed in. Surround the 6-yard box. Carlos Jr. has some help in Pereira, but he'll switch it in instead. Just over the head of Carlos Jr. Cal Nelson. Back to Yago Lopez. Hoffner offering chase. Ball goes out of play. Situation where both Villages offensive players were offsides there. An errant touch allows the Villages to keep possession here. Good switch. Danilo Gias now. He'll whip it to the back post. Again, too hot. Just over the head of Carlos Vitor. Or excuse me, Carlos Jr. Luchinsky now having to deal with the wind at his face for all his goal kicks and distributions. Good tackle by Pereira, but only as far as Kuntz. Casey wins that ball away. Good header by Kyle Nelson. De Lima. Oh, had the streak in Carlos Jr. Excuse me, Carlos Vitor. Now into Carlos Jr. Back to De Lima. De Lima. About face. And a good ball over to Danilo Gias, who's onside. Gias cuts in. Lays over to Pedro Gias. Now Carlos Vitor. He's got a man out to defend him. Vitor's got quick feet. Simonson able to pinch down and win that ball away. Carlos Jr. well trapped. Oh, decent ball. Just too close to the goalkeeper. But the idea, unselfish play there. Jorge Alejandro can't keep that in play. It goes out of bounds for a Villages SC throw in. Score here, still 0-0. Long switch. John Casey. Put him to Pereira. De Lima. Carlos Jr. Paulo Vaz. Good ball there. Danilo Gias lays it off. Carlos Vitor. Carlos Vitor. Carlos Vitor. Tries to work a cross in there, and apparently it may have come back off his leg. It'll be a goal kick. Christopher Simonson gives chase. Casey just plays it safe and bangs it out of bounds. William Hoffner. Carlos Jr. tries to flick on to Carlos Vitor, but that's cut out. Offsides is the call there. Christopher Simonson came from an offside position to receive that ball. Kyle Nelson gets it started quickly. Pedro Gias Simonson. Casey in a battle there with Hoffner. Able to win that ball. Now Danilo Gias. Paulo Vaz tries to step over. Turns it over instead. Christopher Simonson. Sanchez. Thiago Lopez able to get in front of that strike. Jorge Alejandro now. Game being played at a bit of a measured pace as it's hot out there. Kyle Nelson, well won. Starts the counterattack. Right there, if that's not a... That's a definite yellow card for Tricoli, who stops that counterattack by just reaching out and grabbing De Lima by the back of the jersey. William Pereira needlessly turns that over. William Hoffner now. That's Sanchez here. He's got a little room in front of him. Hoffner streaking forward. He's got help out here on the right. That ball miss hit. Rocky Dobson checking in for Renan Tricoli. Jorge Alejandro wins that ball. Continues on his run. He's inside the box now. Cuts back onto the right foot. Poke to the back post. Paulo Pizza had it covered. Pizza puts the big right foot into it. Goes long. Carlos Jr. heads it down to Paulo Vaz. Tries to flick back over. That ball still bouncing around just outside the box. Falls at the foot of De Lima. Carlos Vitor well offsides as that ball was played to him. Now Palm Beach. Dobson gets his first touch of the game. Simonson and Sanchez now to Dobson. Rocky Dobson now. It's inside. Kyle Nelson. Again, Pizza plays long. Ball headed up for a moment. Carlos Jr. Carlos Vitor now. Vitor. Little dip. Tries to go inside out. He's got two players on him. Sanchez able to win that ball away. And that ball just kicked out of play. Carlos Vitor looks to play early. That's to Lima, who tries to go it alone, turns it over instead. Rocky Dobson now. Dobson has got a couple of runners. Kyle Nelson shows some speed there, able to recover. Now Christopher Simonson will take the throw for Palm Beach. So the longer we go in this game, it feels like the first goal will be the deciding goal. It's both these teams both sitting at 0-0 at this point. Igor Kuntz lays it across the middle of the box. Danilo Gias takes no chances and just bangs it out of play. Argolo. Now Hoffner again. Out wide to Alejandro with the left foot. That cross goes out of play. Momentarily looks like Federico de Oliveira will check in for the Villages. Carlos Jr. flicks on. Paulo Vaz continues his run. That ball just dispatched out of play. Carlos Vitor into Vaz. Can't control it. Hoffner again. Nothing though comes of that. Now Pizza, happy just to hold on to it until Pedro Gias can come back to get it. He'll play to Pareda. Now Nelson to Vitor. Paulo Vaz comes in. Dispossessed. Takes a shot in the face. That long ball over the top, intended for Carlos Jr. Too heavy. Luchensky. Able to get it. That's Argolo. Hoffner. Sanchez. Kuntz. So there's going to be a water break here. At the same time, Federico de Oliveira looking to check into the game. Wait momentarily to see who he's coming on the pitch for. So William Pareda may have. Carlos Vitor checks out of the game. throw in here as we resume play. Long throw there into Carlos Jr. Flicks it over to Paulo Vaz, who can't control it. Now William Hoffner. Hoffner cuts inside. Gias Hoffner still got something left in the tank, working himself into a scoring position. It comes out here on the right-hand side. Ball swung in. De Oliveira gets a touch on it, but not enough to get it out of danger completely. Argolo look to find Simonson. Instead it goes out for a throw. Now Hoffner. Right foot. Right at Paulo Pizza, who has no trouble taking that. Tries to get it out. Paulo Vaz. That's cut out by Pajorn. Now Coons to Sanchez. To Hoffner again. Hoffner, the overlapping run there. Gias touched, went down, but the referee not giving the whistle. And right now, him being on the ground has put the Villages in a bad spot. Hoffner with a great strike from outside. Set up in part by the fact that Danilo Gias was on the ground and numbers up for Palm Beach. Great save by Paulo Pizza. A well-struck ball by William Hoffner. Gias, who tried to stand up, went right back down. I don't know if this is a cramping issue or maybe took a knock directly on the muscle. But he was adamant as he went down that he was fouled. Referee had said play on, and the ball was turned over, and that turned into a counter opportunity for Palm Beach. William Hoffner with a long strike from distance in which Paulo Pizza had to react and make a save to keep the scoreline at 0-0. And Gias not putting any weight at all on that right foot. Pizza helps by carrying Danilo Gias off the field of play. De Oliveira. Sanchez gets a hold of it. And now that ball just played all the way back to the Palm Beach goalkeeper. Jorge Alejandro now. Into Argolo. Back to Alejandro, who's looked dangerous. There's a great ball. Switched over to Schweitz. Couple of step overs, tries to work himself to the middle of the field. Instead, William Pereda cuts that out. Finds Carlos Jr. Looks to hold it up. Tries to lay back to Pereda. Sanchez gets a touch on it. It'll be a throw. Danilo Gias' day is done. Chad Bowen Smith will take over the duties over there at right back. Long switch. Chad Bowen-Smith gets ahead to it. Paulo Vaz. It's about the second or third ball that's eluded him right there in the middle of the field. That ball's turned over. De Oliveira. Whistle for the shove. Belorde. It's right foot into it. Kyle Nelson heads it. De Oliveira gets a touch on it. Gias. Now to De Lima, who's got Vaz. Plays him through. Vaz. Referee was waiting to see if there was an advantage play there, but brings it back for the foul. De Lima now. De Lima tries to play that ball through. That's Igor Kuntz, who's, remember, early in the game caught De Lima about 2 minutes in. Then another questionable call. Now that foul there finally nets him the yellow card. Now dangerous opportunity here. This is the kind of ball that can be served into the box with a lot of players running onto it, taking a deflection, whether it be a head or with a foot. Let's see if Pereira can be pinpoint accurate with this ball. Left-footed ball in swinging. That ball to the back post. Keeper gets his hand to it. That works just way just out of bounds. Pedro Gias. Inside to Carlos Jr. De Oliveira flicks on. Pedro Gias. This time's that jump. Now Hoffner. Hoffner, who's clearly been the engine of this team here. That ball. Pizza looks to counter and go long there. Unsuccessful in that attempt. Now Hoffner again. Alejandro. Argolo holds it up. Simonson. It's checked in the second half here. Long switch now. Headed over. Just beyond Paulo Vaz. Sanchez looks to keep possession. He gets it back. Now Sanchez. That ball, tricky looking. With the wind holding it up and the design of those soccer balls, sometimes you can't tell where that ball is going to end up. William Pereira. To Lima. De Oliveira. To long switch. Chad Bowen-Smith. To Lima. He takes a knock, and now he looks to the sideline, asks to come out. All the while a counter here. Igor Kuntz lays it off for Hoffner, who feigns like he's going to shoot once. Trying to buy himself a better opportunity, but this goes only as far as Sanchez. Sanchez now outside. Simonson. Simonson looks to cut inside. Looks to give a ball through to Swites. Pereira to Paulo Vaz. Paulo Vaz. Put it to Swites, who's put in a lot of miles today, working himself back. Now to Lima, having to come off. Uziel Hernandez will check on. for De Lima, who just took a knock and looked immediately to the bench and said, I need to come off. Big throw to the center of the box. Headed down, but not quite out of play. Pedro Gias just flips it back into the box. It lose Carlos Jr. and Paulo Vaz. Christopher Simonson. That ball goes out of play off of Simonson. Well defended there by John Casey. Chad Bowen Smith now. Another player's been called upon due to a knock here in this game. Tries to flick the ball over the top. Instead, it's headed out of danger and now possessed by Palm Beach. Simonson back to Swites. Vaz gives effort. Causes the turnover there. De Oliveira. Hernandez inside the box working. Earns a corner kick. Pedro Gias will come over and take this corner kick. The in-swinger with the right foot. All the way to the back post. Oh, that ball. Luchensky goes up. It's collided with by Village's player. It's just the latest player on the pitch to take a knock today. Appears he'll be okay. Good tackle. Oh, Vaz gets back up with numbers here. De Oliveira turns to the inside. Tries to get a touch through to Hernandez, but just the toe poke goes a little too long. Give credit to Vaz there. We're so used to seeing players sort of hit the deck and wait for that call. He instead recognized the numbers were up for Villages SC and continued on his run. Carlos Jr. is there, holds it up, gives himself a little bit of room, and tries to flick the ball through to De Oliveira, but it's cut away. Now Simonson back to Alejandro, plays the ball forward. Rocky Dobson offsides. In these final minutes of the game, every opportunity critical. One goal could be worth 3 points in the standings here. That ball's turned over. Hoffner tries to turn back into Pereira. Pereira wins that away. Now Gias Carlos Jr. turns it over, but wins it back, at least for a moment. Now Sanchez. Palm Beach throw-in. Simonson works himself free at the end line. Oh, great defense. Well, the first half was good. Now Sanchez to Hoffner. Pedro Gias. That ball hammered out of play. Casey. Palavas. Argolo wins that free kick. Ball played quickly over to Jorge Alejandro. Chipped into the box. Pereira. Sees what a great ball that is. Ozil Hernandez. Carlos Jr. in the box. He's there. Shot is saved. What a great ball by Pereira. Over the top for a streaking Hernandez. The ball fell to Carlos Jr., but unable to get a heavy shot on goal. And when he did get one, Luchenski was equal to the task, keeping the scoreboard at zeros. This corner here. Pedro Gias. That ball. Great ball. Carlos Jr. tries to keep it in play. Does. Dobson over to Hoffner, but cut out. Gias. Palavas has some help, but he'll swing it in with the left. Headed out. Simonson looks ahead on Hoffner. One touches beyond Bowen Smith, but it falls to Yago Lopez. I believe we have 4 minutes of added time. Signal from the fourth official. Pereira gets the ball in quickly. A foul outside the box there. The waning moments of this game may be the best opportunity left inside this match for Villages SC. Struck directly at the goalkeeper. Hoffner looking to orchestrate a scoring opportunity. Oh, here's an opportunity. Pedro Gias inside the box. Cuts in. Off the right foot. Goal! Pedro Gias! It was on this pitch in the U.S. Open Cup in which he scored a late goal to guarantee a victory. There's a man who knows drama and how to deliver it. No stranger to the late game heroics. He adds to that impressive resume with waning moment goals. This one here looks to be worth 3 points in the standings, and after 3 games, barring a last-second miracle for Palm Beach, would have them at 6 points, just 2 points behind FC Miami City with 2 games in hand. But still some work left to do on the defensive end here. Most dangerous time for a team defensively is just after they've scored a goal. Ball swung in and headed out. Paulo Vaz. Anywhere will do right about now. Just a hold-up play here. Paulo Vaz, though, making a streaking run. He's onside. Luchenski gets a quad to it. Collision there. Little gamesmanship by the by the ball boy. You gotta love it. Got another player down for the Villages. I believe that's Paulo Vaz down. Argolo asking everybody, just get forward. Ball flicked across the face of the box. Alejandro. Yeah, Chad Bowen Smith bangs it out of play for a throw as opposed to a corner. Jorge Alejandro lays the ball back. Ball crossed in. That ball. Didn't actually see what the call was there, but for the Villages, like I said, just about anywhere will do. Carlos Jr. can't keep it in play. Schweitz, Sanchez, Argolo, Bajornum now. We'll just play it into the box. Simonson. There's a collision there, and no whistle. Schwartz. It's going to be a long throw into the box here. Kyle Nelson with the head on it. Ball kept in here for the moment. Nelson again equal to the task. Forcing the turn. Argolo looks the long switch now. Ball still in play. Touched in. Pizza off his line. Chad Bowen Smith, ball goes off of him, out of play for a corner. Villages SC coaches asking referees about the time. Ball swung in, must be the last bit of action here. It's up. Pedro Gias gets ahead to it. They'll be forced to go all the way back. And 3 whistles signifies 3 points for Villages SC. The late game heroics by Pedro Gias push the Villages to 6 points in the standings. Again, 2 points behind Miami, FC Miami City. But again, with 2 games in hand, so right now, Villages SC have to feel very comfortable where they stand as far as the table is concerned. We appreciate you joining us here, watching the game live, and invite you to join us again on Wednesday at 5 o'clock as the South Florida Surf come to visit the Villages SC right here at the Villages Polo Ground. For our entire staff here at the Villages SC, we appreciate you watching, and we look forward to bringing you Wednesday night's game as well. Till then, have a great week.